Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's adventure, I'm going to take you through the top 5 best New England towns. Let's do it. Okay, so I have been spending a lot of time up here in New England. My fiance is actually from New England. I am from Pennsylvania originally, and yeah, New England is probably one of the most gorgeous places on the planet Earth, hands down. So, as you can imagine, there are so many amazing little towns. I like to think of them as like villages, like little villages to pick from. This was a very hard list to make because there are so many and they are all, one is better than the next. They are all completely unique. It is truly like picking apples and oranges. So at the end of the day, these are my favorite top 5 villages, towns to visit in New England. So number 1, Salem. Now, I am a huge Halloween girly. I love all things witches and just Halloween. Give it to me, I'll take it all day long. I love that. Now, there is no more just town that epitomizes Halloween and witches than Salem. Mind you, back in the 1600s for all the wrong reasons and the most horrifying reasons. But the town of Salem is such an absolutely gorgeous little town. There's so much to do there. It is so much fun. And if you love Halloween, oh, this is the town for you. So I have stayed in Salem numerous times. Every time I go there, I try to stay at a new hotel. I will say that Salem is about less than an hour from Boston, so it's very close. Like if you're flying in and you want to do a day trip to Salem, I highly recommend it. It's literally like 50 minutes from Boston. I've stayed at numerous hotels there. Every single one has been awesome. I would say my 2 favorites at this point are definitely the Merchant Inn. If you are looking for a quintessential, charming B&B that is truly in the epicenter of town, it is in the heart of everything. It's got the best location. Every room is unique and gorgeous. I loved this hotel. I mean, this hotel is like an Instagram paradise. Like you can't stop taking pictures inside, outside. It's a Victorian home. It's actually very closely tied to the Salem witch trials, but so it's very historic, probably very haunted. I didn't think about that when I was there, but I loved my room. I loved my stay there. On the flip side, a totally different place to stay is the Salem Waterfront Hotel. I loved that. Again, great location, albeit not like right in the center, literally like 2 blocks away, but still very close walking distance, of course, to all the great shops and restaurants. Loved my stay there. Very sort of boaty and yacht-like there. A totally different vibe, more of a hotel, but I loved that place, so highly recommend those 2 hotels. So, I can't tell you how many things there are to do in Salem. The list is pretty endless. I could make tons and tons of videos there, and I probably will because I just keep going back. I love it there so much. It is so fun. Even when it's not Halloween, it still feels like Halloween there. So there are endless museums at Salem. There are tons of historic museums to kind of take you through to understand the witch trials and all of those unbelievable things that happened there. One is more interesting than the next. It's very hard to choose, but I have my three favorites. Oh yes, oh yes. My three favorite museums in Salem are, number one, the Halloween Museum. I mean, it's what could be more perfect. It is so well done. It is so much fun. It is so kitschy. It's got everything Halloween you could ever dream about. If you love Halloween, even if you don't, you will love this place. It is fantastic. Very high on my list. My second favorite, actually, they're not even ranked because they're all amazing. This one is truly amazing. Now, I wasn't allowed to shoot in there, so I won't show you any B-roll of that, but Count Orloff's Nightmare Gallery. Unbelievable. Truly one of the best, hands down, sort of movie-themed Halloween horror museum. So much fun. So well done. Absolutely brilliant. Like, every time I go there, I just love going to this place. If you love horror movies, this is the spot for you. And then one of the most unique places I've ever been, it's sort of a theater slash museum slash, I don't even know. Never been in anything like it, but it truly became one of my favorites. The Gallows Hill Museum. Wow, this place was so much fun. Again, I wasn't allowed to shoot there. It's part theater, it's part museum, it's part a history lesson. It takes you through the witch trials, and I will tell you, I am not joking. I was by myself. I was a little scared. I was definitely, there's some lights and things that happen, and I swear I think the entire thing is performed by one person, which is mind-blowing. It is so much fun. I had no idea. You must check that out. So those are the three museums you must visit when you go to Salem. Can't recommend those enough. Obviously, one of the other amazing things to do is to go to the Witch House. It's the most famous photographed place in all of Salem, and you can take a tour. Now, you do have to make reservations for that, but it is so cool because you go in and you get to see how they lived back in the 1600s, and it is really, really special, and I highly recommend going to it. Of course, some of my other favorite things to do, of course, all the Hocus Pocus locations. Hocus Pocus was filmed in Salem, in and around Salem. You have the Witch Village, which is amazing to go see. You've got Allison's house, which is also a museum and has gardens in the back, which is so much fun. And then you've got the town hall where they have the dance party, which is like my favorite. That is right in the center of town. I can't get enough of Salem. I love Salem so much. Trust me, it is such a fun town. Yes, it's a little kitschy, it's a little touristy, but it is so much fun. Okay, next on my list, number 2, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Now, this place is so charming. It's so quaint. It's so lovely. It's right on the water. It is approximately an hour and 40 minutes outside of Boston. I am telling you, if you just want to experience one of the most charming towns on the water in New England, it is Portsmouth. And Portsmouth has become a true foodie destination. If you're a foodie, restaurant after restaurant has been opening there, and it is so much fun. Now, Portsmouth is a college town. It is alive. It's got tons of energy. It's not this like sleepy little New England town. It is a lot of fun. There's all kinds of bars, and you sit outside on the water. There's so much to do. Great shopping. And have a great time when I go to Portsmouth. I haven't been too many times, so I have to go back. And so I stayed at the Hotel Portsmouth when I went there, which is an absolutely beautiful B&B. I mean, just stunning. My room was nice and big. It had tons of windows. I was right in the center of town. It was so cute and charming. I loved staying there. And it's such a walkable little town. You just walk around. There's tons of stores, tons of restaurants, tons of bars. And like I said, it is very lively. It is very fun. There's tons of energy. I had such a great meal at this place called the Black Trumpet Restaurant. Oh my gosh, the food there was amazing, amazing. Very high-end foodie. If you're a foodie, you will love this place. And of course, there's just all these other fun little restaurants to try. Lots of seafood, as you can imagine. Shopping's amazing there. So one of the things that you want to do when you go to Portsmouth is you really want to visit Strawberry Bank. So Strawberry Bank is this gorgeous village right on the water. It is a village from the 1600s, and it's got tons of all these different Victorian houses that have been beautifully restored and maintained to keep that whole village look of what life was like in the 1600s. It is so cool. It is so beautiful. And they turned it into a huge museum. So you can walk around the grounds. You can go in and out of most of the houses to see what life was like in the 1600s. It is the coolest thing. It is so beautiful. And I even think in the wintertime, I think they have like a huge ice skating rink that's right there that it turns into, and they have some of the most beautiful gardens. If you go across the street from Strawberry Bank, you will see the gardens that you can just wander around right on the water. One other thing you have to do when you go to Portsmouth is you must try the popovers. Oh my gosh, they are amazing. There's a popover bakery. They are warm, flaky, just heavenly pastries. They are so huge. They're basically filled with air. And they are so delicious. They are a New England staple, so highly recommend it. Okay, so next up on my list, number 3, Kennebunkport. Now, this is not surprising if you have seen my channel because I've done multiple videos of Kennebunkport. I can't get enough of it. I mean, the shopping, the restaurants, the beauty. It is just a stunning, quintessential New England town right on the water. There's a reason that the Bushes live there and tons of other badillionaires live there because it is so just stunning. It's just stunning. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's many, many great hotels there. I stayed at 2 fantastic ones. The first one I stayed at was the Kennebunkport Inn, right in the center of town. Absolutely gorgeous B&B. Has a beautiful bar, restaurant outside. The rooms are adorable. They're very kind of quaint and charming. I just loved being right in the center of town. You could just walk to everything. The shopping there is incredible, so you do want to be close to those shops, trust me. The other place I stayed, which was fantastic, was called the Yachtsman Hotel and Marina. Wow, this place was so gorgeous. It has a bunch of bungalows, basically. Those are the rooms that are lined up on the water overlooking the marina, and you are literally, your room is right there. You open that sliding glass door from your room, and there's a little embankment right onto the marina, watching the boats go in and out. You can sit outside. It is so charming. It is so lovely. So those are the 2 places I would recommend staying. I ate at a place called Chez Rosa. Loved this place. Oh my gosh. I think it's probably considered one of the best restaurants in all of Kennebunkport for sure. I had a fantastic meal there. Oh my gosh. I had this baked cod that had this puff pastry around it. Oh, mwah. But the bread in that restaurant is next level. I don't even want to talk about it because I'll just get in the car and go right now. Had the best time there. And then, of course, one of the things that you are literally required to eat when you come to New England is, of course, seafood. And not just seafood, but in my opinion, whole belly clams are at the highest level of my list. And to me, Kennebunkport has hands down the best whole belly clams at the Clam Shack. Of course, perfect name for it. The Clam Shack, which you can't miss it. As soon as you roll into Kennebunkport, it's like the first thing you see on that iconic, gorgeous bridge right there. People are sitting outside. It is so phenomenal. And yes, those whole belly clams are chef's kiss. One other place that you should try if you happen to be there for lunch and you want to sit out on the marina, the Boathouse restaurant is absolutely delicious. And you can sit out on the water, watch the boats. It's super fun. And then, of course, if you want to try some fantastic, unique ice cream that you've never tried before, Rococo ice cream. It's right next to the Kennebunkport Inn, and the ice cream is all handmade. It's such unique flavors, unlike anything you've ever tried. Highly recommend it. Okay, number 4. Stowe, Vermont. Oh yes, Stowe. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm sure that most people, if you've ever heard of Stowe, it is considered one of the best ski areas in all of New England, if not in all of the country. It's got one of the most gorgeous ski towns you will ever see. But I'll tell you what, this place does not shut down for the summer. It gets even better. There are tons of restaurants and beautiful B&Bs and great shopping. It is a true mecca in the middle of Vermont, which is so amazing. So Stowe is about 3 hours from Boston. It's about 5 or 6 hours from Maine, or from Bar Harbor. And so it's a bit of a trek. And so you kind of are, as you're driving there, it is the most beautiful drive as you can imagine, but it does feel like you're heading out into the middle of nowhere. And then you get to this epic, luxurious, high-end village in the middle of the mountains there. And it is truly, truly magical. It is such a great destination. Now, I stayed at a hotel. It's not a hotel. I mean, this is a mega resort that is truly at the bottom of the best ski hill there. It is called the Lodge at Spruce Peak. It is very high-end, very luxurious, and I was not there for ski season. I was there in the summer. And boy, oh boy, is this place so much fun in the summer. They have a whole sort of outdoor area where you can sit and they play music and have drinks. They have a beautiful restaurant, just sitting out, looking over the gondola and at the mountain. It is so picturesque. It is so stunning. It is, I mean, I can't wait to go there. I'm going to go there in the winter because I bet it's just mind-blowing. In the winter as well, but I have to say that's such a great hotel. Now that's kind of outside of town because it's a huge resort. You could just go and just be there and stay and, you know, do all kinds of fun things up there if you wanted to. But the town itself, Stowe Village, there's tons of restaurants, tons of shopping. It's very high end, very luxurious, but then there's still this element of a down and dirty ski town. And it's still, you know, just got so many great pubs and bars and fun, relaxed places to go to. It's not stuffy at all. It's very cool and relaxed, but still has got that sort of high-end quality to it. We went to a restaurant. Oh my gosh, this place blew my mind. This place was one of the best experiences at a restaurant I've ever had. It is so beautiful. It is called Edison Hill. What an experience. It is set in this beautiful Victorian mansion. You can sit outside. The food was amazing. It was foodie heaven. One thing was better than the next. And the grounds, the expansive grounds that you're looking over, oh my gosh. If you haven't seen my video on Stowe, please go check it out. Oh my gosh, this place was next level. So on the flip side, a really fun, totally awesome place to go for a restaurant is the Matterhorn restaurant. Oh my gosh, this is a fun bar, pub, and great food. They have sushi and a beautiful, beautiful place. You could sit outside right on the stream. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful, but it was so much fun. I loved the Matterhorn, highly recommend. So one other really fun thing to do when you're up in Stowe is go visit the Von Trapp family brewery. Oh my gosh. So if you like Sound of Music, you can actually go stay there. It's also a lodge, which I am 100% going to do because I love Sound of Music, all things Sound of Music. I literally went to Salzburg just for Sound of Music. And it is so cool. It is so cool. This is where the Von Trapp, the real Von Trapp family actually moved to, and they started a brewery. The brewery is absolutely beautiful. It is so lovely. It's very expansive. It's like they just dropped Austria right into the middle of New Hampshire. And why not? And you could sit outside and get some food and, of course, have some beer. And it's so, so cool. It's such a great place to visit, and especially if you love the Sound of Music. Okay, so for number 5, I have a very, very warm place in my heart for Bar Harbor, Maine. So Bar Harbor, if you've seen my channel, you could tell I do endless videos there because there's endless things to do. There's endless things to see. Talk about becoming a foodie town. Yes, indeed. There's endless places to stay. It is just an absolutely stunning, picturesque Maine town right on the water. Now, I have stayed at many, many places in Bar Harbor. I would say, hands down, my favorite place to stay is the West Street Hotel, right in the center of Bar Harbor. If you haven't seen my video about 5 best places to stay in Bar Harbor, go check that out because I kind of run through a list. There's so many great places, and they're all so different. They range from beautiful hotels like the West Street Hotel that's got a pool on the roof, which is mind-blowing, overlooking the harbor, which is incredible. Or you have like the quintessential super luxurious high-end B&B like the Claremont, which has, by the way, my favorite place to go and have a drink is at the Fish Camp located at the Claremont. That is in Southwest Harbor, right a little bit outside of Bar Harbor. I just did a video about the best lobster roll in Bar Harbor, and that is, I'll give it away, the Bar Harbor Lobster Pound. I kind of know a lot about Bar Harbor. Yes, I do. I'm becoming the Bar Harbor expert. I love Bar Harbor. There's a million things to do. There's just and then of course there's a little thing called, I don't know, Acadia National Park, one of the most beautiful places on the planet that has incredible hiking for all levels. I am not a hiker. I'm a foodie person. I'm an explorer. I like hotels. I don't camp. I like glamping. So I have not done a ton of the trails. My fiance grew up here, so he loves going hiking. He claims that the Beehive, which I think is a really hard trail, is one of the best. And Beach Loop on Mountain. Sorry, I don't know if Beach Loop and the Beehive, those are the two. And, you know, he's a real hiker, so those are probably hard. So just FYI, I would not do that. I tried, I thought I was going to die, and I was like, we're done. I'll see you in town. Yeah, Bar Harbor, there's tons of things to do. The shopping is great. And I did a video called The Hidden Gems of Acadia and Mount Desert Island. That's where Bar Harbor is located. And you really want to get out of Bar Harbor because there's so many fun, cool places around. This is a very, very exclusive, well-loved area for many reasons, but mostly because it is just that good. So there are so many things to do in Bar Harbor if you're not into hiking. One of the best things to do, just so you can see how gorgeous this place is to drive on Ocean Drive and to take that all the way around. It's a big loop around the island. Another thing to do is go visit Thunderhole, which is one of the most famous places here to go see, which is really, really cool. One of the biggest things is to do the sunrise up at the top of Cadillac Mountain in Acadia. It is supposed to be, I haven't done it yet because I don't want to wake up that early, but it is supposed to be one of the most magical things you could ever do. Very bucket list. So I will do that at some point for sure. And then when it comes to restaurants, like I said, Bar Harbor Lobster Pound for that lobster roll. My hands down favorite restaurant in all of Bar Harbor is called Havana. It is right in town. It is some of the best food. Every time I eat there, it just gets better and better and better. I'm telling you, they have a paella in there that will change your life. I can't get away from the paella, so I have yet to order that many things on the menu, but everything I've had is incredible. Love, love, love that place. Then there's the secret spot called Sweet Peas, which is about 5-10 minutes outside of Bar Harbor. Again, amazing food. If you want some of the best pizza, this thin crust, really unique, amazing pizza. The food is incredible. You sit out amongst the gardens. It is like fake Maine. It's like right out of a movie. It's so beautiful. And again, the fish camp. Can't go wrong having a drink there, right on the water, and that's right in front of the Claremont. Again, the Claremont is just a place that you really just want to visit as well, even if you're not staying there, because it is so, so beautiful. And then there's just countless places everywhere you turn to have lobster, of course. You must have lobster. Some of my favorite places are Thurston's, which is incredible. Again, right on the water. That's about a 20-minute drive outside of Bar Harbor. And then you have Beals, which is in Southwest, about a 15-minute drive. But these are the coolest, like, wharf-style places where you're literally eating lobster and watching them pull the lobster traps and come into the harbor on their boats with all the lobsters. Okay, so that was my list. The top 5 best New England towns. The list is endless. I can't say, these are just my picks if I'm trying very hard to narrow it down, but I can't wait to discover more. I love New England. I love this part of the universe. It is so, so beautiful here, and I can't wait to discover more. So I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you soon.